All right, so we're going to practice sharing our story again tonight. I really enjoyed watching your session last week when we were away. It actually inspired me to revisit my story and to make it simpler and not so much stuff and fluff, right? I think that's the key. And just getting people to be curious and want to know more. That's basically what the story will do. So I am going to ask for a volunteer to start. And then if you don't volunteer, I'm going to pick on you guys. Anybody ready to share? So what I want you to share is that in 10 to 15 seconds where you were, and then 10 to 15 seconds what you saw, you know, in order to make a decision to take a look, what you did, and where you see yourself going with it, whether what makes you excited, and maybe how you perceive your future. Okay, so who's ready?
Can we just read it?
Yeah, can we just read it?
Absolutely. I think, you know what, it's important to read it over and over again. Eventually it'll come natural.
I'll go then.
Okay.
Mine has changed.
Yeah, that's okay.
So 27 years ago, I had just finished treatments for breast cancer, and my biggest fear was having a recurrence. I made some lifestyle changes, improved my diet, reduced my stress, became more active. I was also looking for ways to increase my energy level and boost my immune system. How long is that? 15 seconds?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
So I met someone at a jewelry party who shared Neolife with me. I saw a presentation which made a lot of sense, and I was really drawn to the science behind the products. I started on a few products, and within a few weeks, I felt a huge difference in my energy level. My immune system got stronger because I didn't get sick as often, and and over the years, the seasonal allergies that I had disappeared. I'm excited to say I'm a 30-year breast cancer thriver, feeling great and with more energy today in my late 60s than I did in my 30s. Would you be open to hearing more about these amazing products that can help your family have optimum health? How long was that?
Actually, very, very well.
Under
Any feedback, guys?
I liked it.
I liked it.
It was short. It got all of your great points. So yeah, I recognize it as your story, but
yeah,
it was shorter. I like it.
I had a comment, which I've been thinking about too, my last crafting a story session. And I know it's my story, it's breast cancer, but it's not everybody has it. So that's why I bring in the energy part. But I'm trying to craft it in such a way where I want to say, I didn't have energy before my breast cancer or something, right? So because not everybody has it, that's what he was pointing out to me, which made sense, right? So
for sure.
Figure out a way of, putting it in, but.
I remember you including that low energy before, and you said something like, that always astounded me. You said something about you thought it was just your age. And I remember thinking, but you were under 40.
I left it out.
Lack of energy has nothing to do with age.
Yeah, well, that's what I had too.
And everything to do with nutrition. Sorry.
Put that back in because I used to say I did 12-hour shifts. I thought it was the 12-hour shifts I was doing.
That too.
Yeah.
I have to craft it. Yeah. Thank you for the feedback.
Excellent. All right, who's next?
Okay, I'll go next. Oh, whoa. Virginia.
Oh, good, you're fighting.
You can go ahead, Virginia.
Okay, thank you. Mine is approximately 1 minute. So I'll just, yeah, okay. I was suffering from low energy. I felt like this even as a child. After I come home from work, I'll have to take a nap before I can make supper. Some days my husband would have to make supper. I went to a health and wellness fair and I met Joan, who is a promoter with Neolife. And she did a presentation on the benefits of Neolife whole food supplements. At that time, I was a bit skeptical, but I thought maybe I should give it a try anyways. After I take the Neolife Amazing Pro Vitality supplements, wow, I had more energy. I couldn't believe how great I felt. I became fit and was able to run a few half marathons. I am so, so grateful for the Neolife products because it has changed my life. Now I'm sharing the products with everyone.
That 56 seconds. That's fantastic.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Very good.
absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Really, really well. Like it's, yeah, you hit all the key points, and there was a lot of heart, right? That's the thing. You got to make it heartfelt and very passionate. So very good, Virginia. Wow, that's great. I'm excited for you. Excellent. Okay, Leonie.
All right, here. Okay, your time. Okay, hello, my name is Leonie. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I suffered a lot of headaches where I would consume a bottle of Tylenol a week. Needless to say, this wreaked havoc on my digestion. We were relatively healthy, or so I thought, until I reached my 40s and was tired all the time, where I had to take a nap every afternoon for half an hour. I thought it was part of getting older, and I suffered joint pain. My family was taking supplements, but we didn't get the results we wanted. And 15 years ago, my dear friend Nada introduced us to whole food nutrition, and we were put on a program. We got amazing results, and within a few weeks, my energy level increased, my joints weren't creaking anymore, and my digestion improved. My husband's digestive issues were also significantly improved. My older son's seasonal allergies were greatly improved by the second season, and my younger son's focusing issues at school were addressed. Our quality of life improved dramatically. I was so excited with the results and wanted to share my story. I'm now focused on sharing your life with anyone I meet and impact lives. Would you be open to learning what we did to see if this business opportunity is a right fit for you?
Excellent. 1 minute
be a
and
bit
12
long.
seconds. 1 minute and 12 seconds. Just a quick question. How do you guys feel? And I know I've even had to cut that out when you start talking about specifics about each of your family's health issues. I know with Serena and I were talking today when we were doing that, we kind of put it under instead of saying focusing issues, Steve and Jane, like say address that, you know, not only were the products able to help you, but you shared it with your family, and the benefits that they started to have were amazing. I don't talk about the details of their conditions. And what do you think, Joni, and you guys?
Yeah, I would like, even myself, I just talk about myself. I mean, there are other things, but if I have someone who has kids,
Mhm,
and I'll bring in my
mhm,
kids stuff. They used it when they're playing sports and that sort of thing, right?
mhm.
There are some other issues with me too as well. I had digestive. I didn't realize I had it, right? So
Mhm.
I think
So you have to see whether this is a story of your whole family. Is it, what is it? Is it focused on me or my whole family? So that's the
Well,
thing, right?
it's focused on you and your family, but remember she said don't go with the detail and the fluff, get the fluff out. So even
No, I
for
didn't
me,
think that was fluff. Okay, all
no,
right.
no, no, like
No, I want, yeah, because it, like Joan said, right? If someone came to me and talked about my son, yes, then about allergies, then I guess I could say that. But if
sure.
it's too long, then yeah, I guess I could say that. I could just leave that out. So how would you say it then?
So okay, go back to your results that you got. Go back.
I said, within a few weeks, my energy level increased and my joints weren't creaking anymore. And then, and I said, even my digestion improved significantly.
And then you can say I got really excited. I shared it with my son and my husband, and they got results with some of the challenges they were having, like more general, because you're wanting to build curiosity. You want them to say,
Okay.
oh, what, like, you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
you want to draw them in and create that curiosity.
Okay. All right. And then I said, our quality of life improved dramatically.
Yeah.
I was so excited with the results. I wanted to share my story. I'm now focused on sharing your life with anyone I meet and impact lives. And I said, would you be open to learning what we did to see if this business opportunity is a right fit for you?
Business opportunity or
Which
You're
one?
you're talking about the products initially and how they made you. You weren't talking about the business and how it
Yeah.
worked for you. So you,
Because when you bought the business too, you also, oh, I see.
So
No,
if
the
you bring
business story is completely
Right.
different. This is yeah.
if you're
So
doing
would you be open to learning what we did to see how you can improve your health?
Yeah.
Right? Yes?
Say that
yes.
again. Would
Yeah.
you be open? Say
Would
it
you
again.
be open to learning what we did to see if you could improve your health?
Different words, maybe, Joan. What do you think? Would you be open to taking a look?
about how it can help you, how these products can help you.
Would you be open to learning more about how these products can help you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
If you wanted to do both, I think some people you can do product and
Can help you.
business, but you have to bridge it.
Yeah,
Have a bridge.
that's true. Okay.
I
Would you
really
be
like
open to
that.
learning how these products can help you? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, sorry, when?
It's okay. I really liked when you said you started to share your story. And I thought with Virginia, you said you were going to share the products, but I think if you share your story, it's much more curious creating. It's like your story. Like, what is your story? I want to know more about your story. And your story is that you took the
My
product.
story. Okay.
Mhm.
If you tell
Yeah.
us about the products, all of a sudden you're a salesperson.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And also, you can you go back to that one line where you say, I started on a program?
What?
I'm not sure if I like that. I started on a
Well, we
program
used that
because
before. That's the whole thing. We use,
Yeah.
right? So maybe we can change that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know on the last talk that we just like when we were doing our discussion, we decided that was a little more, again, it's too, a program can scare people because it sounds like it's a lot of product.
Okay. So my family was taking supplements, but didn't get the results we wanted. And 15 years ago, my dear friend Nada introduced us to whole food nutrition, and we were put on a program.
And we decided to try some of the products.
Okay. Okay.
It's just a softer word than program, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I never really liked it. And we decided, okay. We
Okay, yeah.
decided to try some of the products.
I think
Okay.
it'll flow nicer, it'll be softer, Leonie, and it'll generate
Yeah.
more curiosity, okay?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Okay.
Do you want to try it one more time or do you want to, what do you think?
No, you go ahead. I just need to rewrite some of this stuff.
Okay. All right, who's next? Serena.
Andy.
Okay. 5 years ago, I was introduced to Neo Life because I was having some health issues with my family, but life got in the way, and we just never really stuck with it. And then about 2 years ago, I was struggling with my own health. I had chronic fatigue, exhausted all the time, brain fog, and weight gain. And after going to my doctors and finding nothing was wrong, I decided to search out a solution. That's when I remembered what I had heard about Neolife a few years back, and I decided to take a look again. I reached out to Nada to get more information, and I am so grateful. I started using some incredible products in a very short period of time. My energy came back and my brain fog was gone. My children started having some incredible health benefits, and my husband too. And so now I get so excited to share this information with family and with friends. And just like sharing a good book or a great restaurant, I share about this amazing company and what it can do for others, including you.
Good.
I'm not sure about the ending. I threw that in there very quickly
actually-
tonight.
it's actually
I like the restaurant part. I like that.
It's good. It's good.
I
It's
like
good.
that.
And I have to say that Serena and I practiced while we were driving, so that's why hers was a little smoother today.
Oh, I don't know how I was trying to put some excitement into that. 'Cause I'm so tired tonight.
Yeah.
So
No, we're tired. We were in the
I
sun
hope when
all
I'm
day today.
when I'm sharing it with, legitimately, it'll be feel more real and from the heart and with more energy.
What's
But
the
I'm open to criticism or ideas.
Constructive criticism. Here it comes.
Okay.
Because this is what was suggested to me when I was working on my my story at the cottage, ending it with that sentence, that question mark sentence. So, would you be open to checking it out? Would you,
Okay.
this may or may not be a fit for you, but would you be interested in checking it out? I mean, we're all going to use a line like that and everyone's going to say, oh my God, it's the Neil Life people. But that means they know about Neil Life and it'll be 20 years from now.
Okay. Thank you.
So what was, can I hear it again, Serena, the last sentence?
The last part I just said, and just like sharing a good book or a great restaurant, I get excited to share this amazing company and what it can do for others, including you.
Then you ask the question.
Would you be open to checking?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So if I were to do it again, yes, I will ask a question such as, would you be open to hearing more? Or what did you say, Lynn?
Not an or.
Would you be open to taking
be
a
open
look?
to hearing more? Would you be
Hearing
open
more.
to checking it out? Would you be open to, yeah.
Okay.
Would you be open to just not or?
Okay.
Or do you want me to get lost? Because that's sort of what I might say, so don't say that.
What was the first thought, Serena?
The very, very beginning.
Yes. Can you read that first sentence, please?
5 years ago, I was introduced to Neil Life because some of the health issues that my family was having, but life got in the way and we just never stuck with it.
That's good. No, I thought you
That's
said
where
something.
she was, and then she came back to Neil Life. So we didn't want to take that out because that's her journey.
It's just that I thought I heard the family after, so it's just with the flow of the words, but it's fine. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I like that inclusion because we're all going to have a lot of people in our groups who do that. You know, they start on Neil Life and they don't realize they can come back. So to hear a story about coming back, I think it's powerful.
Yeah.
I didn't really think of it that way. But Nada pointed out that the fact that you came back, the fact that you were willing to give us a second look or a second chance or wanted to know more, there was a reason. And that really the reason for me was I remembered it being safe and I remembered it being made of whole food and I remembered science. That those were sort of the three things that I just remembered quality. So it is good that I was, to know that I did come back.
Yeah. Awesome.
The other message would be stay on the products. Don't.
Yes. That's right. I might not have had those problems.
We don't know. And a lot of people will, they get supplement fatigue. They don't realize what they've got till it's gone.
Well,
That's a song.
I think that's why sometimes it's hard for people who are feeling pretty good to not understand still the importance of it, even though they're feeling okay. Don't wait until you're not.
Yeah.
Well, I have a healthy weight story now. I haven't really tweaked it a lot, but I thought if I just even said what I've changed in it, I'm going to get lots of feedback, which I welcome. So here it is. Hi, my name is Wen. I was first introduced to supplements over 36 years ago by a good friend. My mantra had always been, I must stand for health. Even back then, I exercised daily. I ate as healthy as I thought possible, and I filled in the gaps in my nutrition with supplements. Weight gain began to plague me perimenopausal, and I tried many diets. Some worked better than others, but I recognized that the hardest part was not feeling fatigued by restricted eating and maintaining that weight loss. The breakfast health solution, that I might not put that in there, but anyway, meant adding a shake to as a healthy meal replacement every day. And it allowed me to stay at the right BMI and bonus, maintain my muscle. In fact, I'm in my 70s now and I'm building muscle with exercise and walking programs. That and my daily shake make sure that I'm still a stand for health with lots of energy to hike, downhill ski, snowshoe, kayak, paddleboard, and most importantly, play with my grandchildren. Would you be interested in hearing more about that? No, I just added that now, so it's not such a good ad lib, but I'll work on that.
That was, yeah, about a minute and 20 seconds. So that's like they say a minute to 2 minute story. I'm still thinking to make it simpler when you a lot of detail about the weight, and I think you could make that more general because that's something more that'll go deeper in conversation when they start asking you questions. So go back. What do you think, Joan? That part where she was going.
Weight gain began to plague me perimenopausal.
Yeah, just it's too wordy to say, I was struggling with my weight. I was like more just boom, 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 instead of all the fluff.
Or it sounds a little bit like training,
Yes.
Well, I wasn't struggling with weight until I was perimenopausal. Before that, I was lucky.
Right. Okay, so go back again and just let's dissect it. Start from the beginning again.
Hi, my name is Wen. I was first introduced to, I said Neolife, but I tried to leave that out again, but I don't know if I should or not.
That section needs to be 10 to 15 seconds, right? So I'm resetting this. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Wen. I was first introduced to Neolife over 36 years ago by a good friend. My mantra had always been, I am a stand for health. Even back then, I exercised daily, ate as healthy as I thought possible, and filled in any gaps in my nutrition with supplements.
Okay.
Weight gain began to.
Okay, so that's why.
Yeah.
Cutting out it's still you just want to
Much of an introduction,
but not that you're a stand. Even that line about you're a stand for health, like that is more of a preach at the front of the stage, like what I did at convention. Then you can go into more detail. This is something that you want to just get people's attention. So
I thought we were looking for something where people said they were healthy and they still wanted to use supplements.
Right, but you gotta do that in 15 seconds, right? The first 15 seconds is where the first
I could leave out my mantra, stand for health. And I could just say, even back then I exercised daily, ate as healthy as possible, and filled in any gaps in my nutrition with supplements.
Right.
Your mantra you can add at the end, perhaps, at some point.
Well, no, I think I got it in other talk. So it's
Okay, no, that's good. Again, you want people to be able to relate to you. Okay. And then what did you do? Right. So where you were, what you saw, and what did you do?
Well, part of what I saw was that I started to gain weight in my mid-40s.
No, what you saw is what made you say yes to Neolife. That's the part.
Oh, okay. I wanted to fill in gaps, possible gaps. So it's because I was introduced to it by Lynn, who I really trusted. And she told me because she believed that I had to have the science because that's where I was in my life.
Okay, but you just said that. You said, I really trusted my friend. I trusted Lynn. I knew there was something, what caused you to say yes, to give the products a try. And then what happened after? Do you see? It's like boom, boom, boom.
So my name was Wen. I was first introduced to Neolife over 36 years ago by a good friend who I trusted. Even then, I exercised daily, ate as healthy as I thought possible, and I filled in, and now I was filling in the gaps in my nutrition based on science with Neolife supplements.
Okay, but
I just put in that phone.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But so you started, but then how did you get there? Okay. Sorry, I know we're dissecting this a little bit, Wen, but I want
No,
you
that's
to know.
okay. I said I was first introduced to the Neil Life supplements over 36 years ago by a good friend I trusted, a good trusted friend.
But where were you in life? That's
Oh,
what did you do? That's starting to be what did you do, right? You were introduced to Neo Life. You know what I'm saying? What do you
mhm.
I
I
said?
don't want to hold everyone up dissecting this one away. Maybe I just need to go away and hear your suggestions and put it together. And
Where you were health-wise,
Where you health wise?
okay?
well, so I said, even back then I exercised daily, so I was in pretty good health.
Right? But what
Yeah.
caused you to say yes to trying the supplements?
Well, I was newly separated and divorced. I had 2 little kids, so I was a single mom.
So, so just say there was a lot of stress in my life. I was a single mom,
Mhm.
and I knew I needed to do something for my health.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, well,
Was that the real reason why you started the products, Wen?
it was, that's when I was really seeing a lot of Lynn, was because my kids were going with the dads. I think I talked about that as one of my stories.
But you, again, you don't have to go into detail. You just say you were going through a lot of stress in your life, becoming a single mom, and you knew you were looking for something for support, nutritional support.
But this was actually supposed to be my healthy weight story about how I started taking the breakfast solution because it was a meal replacement, something, when you
But
talk
again,
about.
you don't want to go into that detail. Just say I was struggling with my weight. I started taking some products to help with that. And boy, I was able to control that. I was able to get my weight under control. I was able to manage my stress better. Do you see?
But I was introduced to it, and that was not part of my life when I was introduced to it, right? I was just stressed. I had a lot of stress and fatigue in my life then because I was a single parent.
Right.
The weight gain didn't come till my mid-40s. I mean, I was introduced to the products in my mid-30s.
Right. Okay.
Mid-30s, so when I was at the peak of health.
Okay. Well, yeah. Just you know what? You'll create it again. Just
okay. I'll work on that.
detail.
I don't want to take up all this time that nobody else is going to get a chance.
Okay. Who else is next? Who's ready? You, Lily, are you ready?
Sure, I'll give it a try.
Okay.
I was working in corporate while building a part-time business as a certified event and wedding planner and travel agent. Overall, I was healthy, but seemed to develop a cold in the winter. My sister was involved with a company that produced health products. She suffered with joint pain, but because she was taking these products, I saw that they helped her and I saw the results she got. She encouraged me to take them. Initially, I was not interested. However, after her constant reminders, I gave in and began taking respites, and I was amazed at the results. My colleagues noticed the difference and wanted to know more about these products. A few months later, I received a check for $25 and was curious. I was intrigued, but didn't know why I received the check. I inquired from my sister the reason for the windfall, and she explained that was because I started the products and because I shared with other people. I decided to learn more about this company and follow this path.
That's a little different. So she's got a little bit of a product and business together, which is great. Don't say the word respects.
Okay.
Just say I started to take some products to help to manage my allergies. Just don't name product. Joan?
Less details. I think there's a
Yeah.
lot of details. You could
Yeah, well,
summarize.
yeah, definitely less detail. You'll remember this is you want people to go, I'm kind of like that, or similar. You know what I mean? Like we definitely need to we'll work on it together and we'll break it down in sections. Okay. Okay. Is Penny and Jim ready or no? Just listening.
Nope.
Jim isn't all that ready. He's my story is too wordy at the moment,
Okay, yeah,
so
no,
I
that's,
have to
and you
cut
know
it
what?
back.
Oh, that's good because we were all there, so don't worry. You're not the only one. That's the whole point of this, is trying to get it less wordy, because you don't want to lose people. Okay, you want to get them really curious and wanting to know more. And then in conversation, then you can go into a little more detail. Like, you know, they might start asking more questions about, you know, your breast cancer, Joan, or, you know, other things that you've done, right? About your nursing. And, you know, it's just generating curiosity and interest for them to start a conversation and want to know more.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I understand that part of the concept, but it's a lot of you are younger than me and my sister,
Not too much.
and so I got introduced to Neolife quite late in life.
Yeah.
And when you realize how different things are at a later time, it's not the same as when you're younger. It's really not the same as when you're younger. It's quality of life. Who was this lovely young lady that was doing the half marathons and whatnot? I don't think I could ever do a half marathon, but to be able to get around, and people say, "Oh my goodness, you're 70. You only look like you're 50." And you know, that's what I'm looking for. That's all I get.
Yeah.
Oh, is that all? Poor baby.
I'm married.
What does that mean? You're old?
So that's good. No, and it's good to practice. Like, even if you write it out, Jim, and then when, and you know, you guys can work together. Heather is an excellent person to guide you through that storytelling. So just put something together in writing, and then maybe you can work on it together with Wen and Heather, and go through that step by step, because it definitely is something that you know, we all need to work on it. Like, we all need to work on it and make it better.
Okay, can I read mine? I did it again. So, okay, so now I'm more ready. Okay, so, okay, here we go. Hello, my name is Leonie. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I suffered a lot of headaches where I would consume a bottle of Tylenol a week. Needless to say, this wreaked havoc on my digestion. We were relatively healthy, or so I thought, until I reached my 40s and was tired all the time, where I had to take a nap every afternoon for half an hour. I thought it was part of getting older, and I suffered joint pain. My family was taking supplements, but didn't get the results we wanted. 15 years ago, my dear friend Nada introduced us to whole food nutrition, and we decided to try some of the products. Within a few weeks, my energy level increased, and my joints weren't creaking anymore, and my digestion improved. My hubby and my sons got great results too. Our quality of life improved dramatically. I was so excited with the results and wanted to share my story. I am now focused on sharing your life with anyone I meet and impact lives. Would you be open to learning how these products can help you?
Yes, I would be. I would be.
That's better. Okay, there you go.
You feel it though? Like, it's more of how you say it, right? It's not all the words, and it's that passion. It's about, yes, you had this challenge and your family did too, and you said yes, you tried some products, and boy, right? So yeah.
Yeah, I guess when you you can get because I'm reading, so there's not much passion, but when I'm talking, right? When we're talking, it's different, so we're not looking, right? So there, hence the passion. The
No, way to go.
Okay.
No, that's good.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
This is not a critique for you and Leonie, but in terms of language, when you
Mhm.
speak someone is different language from when you're writing. So sometimes we saying stuff that you wouldn't even talk to someone like that, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Talking to someone, the simple
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
really
Yeah,
talk
so you ad lib, like you change the thing, but the gist of it is there. Yeah.
and also
Good, excellent.
someone to say, what's in it for me? You know, that's the whole
Mhm.
point. What's in it
Mhm.
talking about? Let me know what's in it for me.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Anybody else want to practice again, or how are you feeling? We're good? Yuli, we'll get together and we'll put a,
What's
you know,
yours? How about yours? Let's hear
okay.
yours.
I will, and you can critique me because I'm not organized today, because I'm like Serena, I'm exhausted after our event today. I don't know how many times we shared with how many people today, but 31 years ago, I was tired, I was stressed. I had a joint pain. I was using antihistamines quite regularly. And I even had to modify my workouts. My neighbor and a dear friend that I trusted introduced Neolife to me, and I was really curious, but I was skeptical at the same time, but I really trusted her. I decided to give the products a look, to take a look at the products, because my mom wasn't well, and I was worried that that would be me in my 40s, and here I am in my 20s. I'm so grateful I said yes. I started to use some of these incredible products. The nutrition just got into me. Felt better. I have to say that I feel better in my 50s than I did when I was in my 20s and 30s. I got so excited to share this with my family and my friends. And my new journey in life is to really have an impact in people's lives and to keep sharing these incredible products with people. Would you be open to taking a look?
Excellent.
so. In terms of Nada, with defining 1, 2, 3, 4, where do you where's number 1? Where's number 2? In terms of if we're following that order.
Yeah.
I know sometimes it's hard, you know, when you have
So where I was tired, I was stressed, I was using antihistamines regularly, I had joint pain, and I had to stop working out. And then what I saw, well, my neighbor and a dear friend shared Neolife with me, and I trusted her. So I decided to give them a try. What I did was I tried these amazing products. They made a huge difference in my life. And where is it here? So that's the 4th stage. And then when I got excited to share. So I thought that was in 4 sections.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
I did it fast, probably because I did it fast. Yeah, and I cut out like all the details of my mom and her fibromyalgia, right? Like that, the kind of stuff. Like, I mean, my mom wasn't well, right? And I was concerned about that because that could be me, right? So that was a huge piece of me taking a look, because you have to remember, and just between you and I mean, 30 years ago, the young people in their 20s weren't taking supplements. It wasn't as common as it was for people in their 40s and their 50s, right? So well, now it's everybody's taking supplements. So. Okay. Okay.
In one of my several times I tried, I had put in the thing. I put in about my greatest motivation. So I took that out because it's too long. I was saying motivation with my kids, being around
Yeah.
my kids. Do you think I should keep that in? Do you think that's
no, that could be when again, this is almost like your elevator pitch, right? Is remember how they were saying something just that could be something like when you're doing a story on stage and you need to give more detail, right? In front of a group, or like, let's say at a retreat, like if you can stand up and tell your story, right? Because that you're sharing that with us. But for a brand new person, it's like, you know, you want to get them saying, I want to know more. Yes, I'm interested in knowing more. Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, I think this, I mean, this is really, really important, especially when you saw Ashley do all her little examples of what not to do. I know she exaggerated, but I was doing a lot of that. I I remember,
Oh, me
30 years
too.
ago, sharing my story and going into all the detail. And oh my gosh, it's like, people's like eyes were rolling, it's like, whoa, when is she going to stop talking about this Neil life, right? Because I just got so excited. I wanted to tell them everything about the products, right? So that's where we had to really just zip it, right? Zip it. Like Ashley was saying, zip, 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 right? Just get them.
Stop it. She said,
Stop
stop
it,
it.
stop it, stop
Say
it,
it to
stop
yourself,
it,
stop it.
right? Yeah, so yeah, and again, it takes practice. I had to really like, oh, okay, I gotta stop, I gotta stop, I gotta stop, right? So, okay, excellent. All right, well, thank you so much. We're almost over to the other side on our health talk. So I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I hope that was helpful for you guys. And
Yeah, it
we'll see
was.
you guys.
That's great.
Take care,
Thank you,
guys.
guys. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
You. Bye.
Serena, get some rest.
Bye.
You and Nada.